So they'll be calling you a radical. I want to put up a video in reference to the Oppenheimer movie because I've seen every talking head full of shit fuckhead in the world show up. All these fucking book writers. And they just completely ignore the world's foremost expert. You don't think I'm the world's foremost expert? I don't eat, sleep, drink this. I fucking sleep with it. I have the atom bomb disease. I was given 2 months to live 12 years ago. My father, right here, the Marine, drafted. Air Blast 1. Air Blast 1, the most classified of the classified. People in cages. Nuked in the Nevada test site. Died in the prime of his life of acute blastic leukemia. His son, who was conceived after he was nuked, no cancer in my father's family. None. Zero. None of his brothers or sisters. 3 brothers, 3, none. Not one of them cancer. Then I get it. I've been eat, sleep, drinking this since I was a little boy. I was offered at 15 years old every fellowship foundation from every major university in this country. Highest test scores in the country. I was offered fellowships at Berkeley, at Caltech, at MIT. I turned them all down. I taught at the #1 school of business in the United States. I did the due diligence on nuclear reactors. I have physically had multiple conversations with lots of the nuclear physicists, including Frank Oppenheimer himself many, many times as a young guy. I've been all in on the anti-nuclear move from birth. You don't think you're in Utah, American Ground Zero, on Balco. Again, try me. It blows my mind how the movie, and you're still, oh, Christopher Nolan, oh my God. Okay, whatever. Come on. Oppenheimer was a scumbag. They all were scumbags. The people who invented the bomb, Albert Einstein did not invent the bomb. Joseph invented the bomb. Albert Einstein didn't even write the letter. And you want to try me on Einstein? I got like 10 PhDs on Einstein. On Balco, on chemo, literally. Joseph invented the bomb. He quit the Manhattan Project in 1943 when he found out that Germany and Hitler did not have it, which, by the way, were never interested in it. Oppenheimer knew that. The only reason they dropped those bombs, because Stalin says we will get involved when they were lined up and ready to come in mid-August. And the United States, the mucks that were running the show, didn't want Stalin to take Japan like he took all of Eastern freaking Europe. And they knew that was what was going to go down. That's why they dropped it. Leo, the lizard, wrote that letter. Lizard, I've been in his house in La Jolla. My mom's from La Jolla. I've been at Fermes. My family's so connected. My grandfather is Abraham Hunsaker IV himself. I mean, he knew these people personally. Oh, he hated them. I will quote him. When I'm 15, when they're recruiting me, you're not going to turn into one of them dirtbags. Oh, no. When John Kennedy gives the speech in 1963, talking about the troops being nuked to death in the Nevada test site, not to mention that I live in Utah, born and raised in Utah. You want to talk about a downwinder? He talks about the troops come back and make children and their offspring and their kids getting leukemia. I was given 2 months to live. I went into a bone marrow transplant on 11/11. As you know, I'm recovering from open heart surgery via the bomb. I was born a twin. I had all kinds of health issues. I was born with a freaking severe heart defect. No doubt from his mutation. My dad was the most healthy, strong, beautiful person you ever saw. My grandmother said he never had a cavity in his life and never had a cold in his life. Acute blastic leukemia mowed him down in the prime of his life. Then his son gets it. Remember, I have acute AML de novo with a marker of 44. Fimbo Peterson, Vincent Hansen, the doctors that saved my life will tell you straight up, Kevin Blanch is the biggest miracle in our careers. The type of leukemia I have, no one survives it. Yet you ignore my fucking story, my truth. I mean, what more? And then you put all these guys, these mucks that have been writing these books for years that are half-assed as hell. I forgot more about Einstein than they know. Einstein wanted nothing that Einstein couldn't stand Oppenheimer. The movie, again, of course it doesn't show any of the carnage on freaking Japan. It's classified to this day. Nobody's seen it, except unless you get clearance. Do you know the footage of the carnage in Hiroshima and Nagasaki? The United States populace has not seen it to this day. Where was I on the 75th anniversary of the bomb? Where I'm headed on the 6th again for my 50th year in a row at the Noble Gay Hangar. That's where it flew out. I've been doing that for 50 years. Me and my grandson were there with Jim. I like how they interviewed my grandson. They won't even put it up. He's named after my dad, who died in the prime of his life. And we're talking a beast. And I mean a beast physically, like no other. I mean, incredible. Look up my Uncle Claude's obituary, Claude Blanch. Look up his obituary. Let's see, the first shirt in Japan, the Air Force guy, the chemist, the valedictorian at BYU, the 5-star athlete guy. Look him up. Look him up. Look up. That's who gave me all that classified stuff that I have from inside the Pentagon. Him. Yeah. Yet you ignore my story. You ignore my incredible truth, my fight. You know, I had open heart surgery for the 2nd time this year. I've kicked off Medicaid, taken on it. Everybody blackballs me. Army Corps engineers freaking classifies me. That's an unarguable fact. The world's foremost expert on nuclearism in the world. Again, I don't eat, sleep, drink it. I sleep with it. Yet everybody ignores me. I forgot fucking what went on, how that evolved and happened at Trinity in New Mexico. Fuck, I got a PhD right there. I know how that evolved and why it evolved. It was never going to be there. That wasn't the plan. What they did to those people? Fuck. I'm born and raised in Utah. My mother was a teacher at the freaking Intermountain Indian School. You don't think I fucking know this story so hardcore? I mean, I was sick as hell as a fucking kid. My heart. I overcame it. I got leukemia in 2011. AML de novo that presents in tumors. No chance. I went into LDS East 8 bone marrow transplant. Go talk to Celeste there. She says, Kevin, I've worked there for 26 years. We ranked you. The doctors ranked you. They ranked you as a red 10. I fully prepared to do your paperwork going out in a body bag. I went into that unit on 11/11/11. As Einstein would say, your place in time. In my 26 years, Kevin, I've never seen a person walk out of there alive. Never. You should be very proud. Marshall Jensen, the most famous leukemia patient probably in history since Sudoku. Sudoku's very own great niece, at the Enola Gay hangar, comes up to Kevin Blanch. Yeah, Sudoku, the 11-year Suzuki. Kevin, thank you so much. Started to cry. Presented me a defolded paper crane. I was the second person that got to hold it in my hand. We have one. She handed me a recycled paper crane made from the Hiroshima and says, thank you for all your incredible. The Prime Minister of Japan, Nato Khan, in Del Mar, walked right up to me and bowed to me and told me, Kevin Blanch, I was not censored in Japan. You don't believe me? You go ask Kathy Iwani. You go ask Rachel Godoyle. I've done more work in the activist community than 1,000. I freaking book writers. I mean, someone called me again yesterday from Evanston, Wyoming, a place. God, Kevin, please, we should get that book out. I wish I hadn't. I had to tell her the same line. Claude Spencer says, if Kevin Blanch wrote a book, it would be 10 feet thick. I'll be, it's that weak. Fucking pisses me off so bad. How people fucking abuse me and treat me like shit. You know, why? Why? You know, they put up this muck bullshit. These people that don't know shit. I forgot more than they know about this. I'm the world's foremost expert, bar none, on Oppenheimer, on fucking on fucking Einstein, on Teller. I can show you where Teller's buried. I've been to his grave. Now, who knows that? Oh, I do. I was mentored by the greatest professors in the world, by the way. The legendary Clyde Cooley. Dr. Winter, I mean, these guys. Oppenheimer was a scumbag. They all were scumbags, hardcore scumbags. He was never apologetic. He was proud of that bomb to the day it died, so don't even grandstand that. You know, even Strauss, oh, I could write a book just on him alone, Lewis. He said what they all said. I go back to Hoover's quote. It's my favorite, but, you know, Dorothy Day. I was with Madeline Rice in the Nevada test site. I was at Madeline Rice's trial. These book writers weren't there. Her own freaking niece inside the Knoxville freaking airport when I'm going, where's all these so-called people from Utah, all these book writers, Kevin? You know, from Utah. And they asked me by name. I won't call them out by name, but they're sure all over the media again now. This is, yeah, it's pathetic, isn't it? She says, yeah, I find it really pathetic. That was Megan, her own niece. I says, I'm here. She says, yeah, you are. I was in the trial. I was at the potluck. I was with her in the Nevada test site with her mother. I've been at this my whole fucking life. See you at the hangar on the 6th. The only paintings in the history of the world that have been in the hangar, mine. The international media, where we got Sudoku's great niece to present the favorite client, whatever, that's me and Jim Peterson's work. Yeah, that's a major international freaking event. It happened. So keep ignoring me. Keep ignoring me. It's fucking disgusting. You know, I can live in poverty and fucking struggle with the horse of my fucking life. At least I have peace of mind. Go put these fucking book writers. I don't eat, sleep, fucking drink it. I sleep with it. I've been fighting AML leukemia for 12 fucking years. I've had open heart surgery twice. I lost my gallbladder. I've lost my fucking teeth. I kicked off Medicaid. Lost all my fucking money. Lost everything. I'm in the fucking battle from hell. I've been in critical fucking condition for 12 fucking years. I've got a pacemaker now. I had a fucking artery fucking harvested out of my leg. I have a transplanted fucking aortic root of dead persons in my bottom of my heart now. Thank you, you nuclear fucking scumbags. What they did to this planet. We're all downwinders now, aren't we? We're all fucking downwinders now, aren't we? All of us. Yeah, one last word. I'm a butcher, what's a cow? I'm a baker, what's a cake? I'm a book writer. I'm a journalist. I'm a fucking name, what's Fukushima? Stand tuned.